I promise you, my friends, that every word of this story is true, though the names of the people involved could be changed to protect their innocence. Picture the scene. It's my second pandemic birthday. Yes, it happened in March. That day was kind of pretty. It was sunny, a little bit warm for a March day, and it had that lion's breath wind that I love so much. I might be the only person in my family who loves the wind, and I'm okay with that. It's invigorating and refreshing. I was prepared to enjoy my day, and I was treated to take out breakfast by my daughter, so that was kind of special. And then we went for a walk together, something we don't do often enough, in a trail that I'd passed by before but never really entered. So walking in, we walked past wetlands. At least that's what the sign said. But you know what? The wetlands were pretty dry. It's okay. After a while, hearing the bird song, that was fun. And we could walk on a small bridge. Actually, there was some water down below, a few inches. I could not really see anything in that water, but perhaps something lived there. But it was fun. We had a good time. And then my cell phone rang. And that was fun too, because it kept alive a tradition that lasted longer than the people who started it. My brother was singing "Happy Birthday to You" in his very, very deep brotherly voice. It was a pleasure. So, walking out, hearing the song, we headed over to a store. My daughter had had enough nature for the day. Sanitizer on, mask on, both of us double vaccinated. Now don't be jelly. Many people are. They're like, how did she get the vaccine before I did? I got lucky. I work somewhere where I'm at risk a lot, and they provided the vaccines or provided a way to get them. And my daughter's a healthcare worker. So both of us felt pretty good, went into the store, had a great time. Coming home, got phone calls. Facebook is kind of fun with birthdays, you have to admit. I got some nice messages and heard from people that I don't hear from much anymore. My best friend from high school, college friends, on up through friends I just met. So it was a fun day. I went to bed that night happy, satisfied that even though the pandemic is still going on, you can have a good birthday. And then the next day came. I was up early as I normally am because I have a mini dachshund who likes to go out. After doing all the things I do in the morning, it was time to drive my son to work. I had promised. I went to grab my keys. Oh, they're not in my purse. Do you know where this story's going? So, I look around. I don't see them. But I say, oh, I'm sure they're here somewhere. I keep looking. Can't find them anywhere. Eventually, I decide maybe I locked them in the car. Maybe they dropped when I was getting out and my daughter had opened the front door. I don't know. She was at work already, couldn't ask. So I decide maybe it's time to renew that AAA membership. And that's exactly what I did. AAA was in my driveway, probably within an hour. They were really clear with me. This needs to be contactless. Make sure to stay inside. Do not come out to the vehicle. But I hear a knock on the door. Hi, it's AAA. Can you sign this for me? We're this close. But we had our masks on. I'm sure it was fine. So the nice man comforted me with stories of other people who had had misfortunes, such as my own. But he mentioned most people I don't go to their driveways. So he does his thing, the car opens, and the alarm starts blaring. He said, hurry, get your keys so you can stop the car alarm. I frantically look. That car alarm is not something people like to hear in the neighborhood. And I'm going under the seats, into the trunk as quickly as I can. No, those keys just aren't there. Well, AAA says, boy, I'm talking too much. I gotta speed this story up. Sorry. All right, AAA leaves. Eventually, he says that horn will stop. The alarm will stop. And it did. There are so many elements to this story, but let me tell you this. I start thinking, I need a plan. I need a plan. My first plan, call a locksmith. I call. What kind of car do you have? I tell them. What year? I tell them. Nope. Call this other locksmith. I call. We can't help you. You have to go to Subaru for it. Call Subaru. What do they say? Well, we don't have it here. It'll take a few days. And guess how much? $215. I said, let me get back to you. I'm going to keep looking. I start thinking, do I need to open all the trash bags? I'm willing. I'll do it. But it's a last resort. Finally, I come up with a plan. I need to get to work the next day. It's a 45-minute commute. I have to do it. Oh my gosh, I'm taking so long. It's okay? All right. So I have to do it. I call the rental place. They say, how long do you need the car? And I think, well, could be a day, but I lost my keys, so I don't really know. I'm trying hard to find them. He says, it's a $20 extra fee if you extend it, and you only get it a day. I say, okay, better be 3 days, because I think it's going to take a little bit to get a new set of keys. I do the 3 days. Okay, that's going to be $205, and we're going to put a $150 credit hold on your card too, because that's our procedure and policy. I say, okay, and then I call Uber to come and pick me up. In the meanwhile, which is a story for another time, the car that I can have access to really doesn't start very well, and it's very risky to drive, and I drive it to the ATM, having decided I don't want to pay. I don't want a $150 credit hold. I'm paying in cash. I come home, I call them back, I say I'm paying in cash, and I say, you know what? Uber's running late, but I wanted you to know you don't have to put a hold on anything. I'm bringing you cash. Oh no, we don't accept cash. We don't even have a cash drawer here. You can't do that. I say, all right, I'm not going to rent the car. I call Uber and cancel, and I sit for a minute. And I think, I need to stay calm. I walk into the kitchen. I say, Dad, I wish you were here. You were good at finding lost things. And I say, any angels who are listening, God, if you're listening, I need your help. I have to get to work, and I need a car. I need the keys. Then I walk into my mom's bedroom. My mom has late-stage Alzheimer's, and I'm her primary caregiver. And she has a hospital bed in her bedroom. And I try always to be smiling and upbeat, but I couldn't do it. I started, but I could feel the tears start to form out of frustration. And I said, Mom, I wish Dad was here because he was so good at finding lost things. Finally, as the tears were just threatening to come down, I reach into her Kleenex box. I see something in there that's dark and heavy. I reach in. There are the keys.